Welcome everybody to tonight's Plumes of Hazard. I'm MassBlast09 and I am not muted. And these are my co-hosts. We have Fubaka looking like he's wearing a bib.
He's wearing a bib?
Yeah, in the picture when he was looking down on my lower third, his beard blended in with the white on his shirt and it looked like he had a bib. We got well, you know this guy. He likes to see. He's just been fucking hurrying me the whole night, and he's just now he can.
SpongeBob.
He's gonna have the slowest introduction ever. It sounds weird. These headphones are completely like I can't hear myself.
We're like 15 minutes late. He's hurrying you.
Yeah.
I should have been doing a better job. Apparently.
Welcome.
We'll pish.
The Axel Vapor, and last but not least, someone who just woke up and he needs to go back to sleep. Kyle Cena. We can't play that song because we will get involved.
So if you don't, you guys haven't been around. Well, Kyle's one of our admins. They're in the post.
Admins.
Right. Well, basically, you guys kick ass so much that he doesn't have.
He's an admin like Jaden Smith is a rapper.
Oh. In name only, I think is what he's getting at.
That's probably about right. Welcome, everyone, including the other UK Insomniac Vapors.
Welcome. Welcome.
Festy wants to know where you find that music. Dude, who had a great one that we couldn't use because apparently he thinks it'll be copyrighted, but it was really good. Here, I'll put it. Let's put it in the side chat so people can enjoy it on their own, and they can put it in like
put it in here. Put it in here, and I'll blast it for 3 seconds.
Oh no, Mass is gonna look. Mass is gonna know whose song it is, and he's gonna be like, nope.
Out of all people, this was the one that we got tagged for. That's it.
No, to be honest, we've gotten tagged for a lot of things.
We've gotten away with that one a lot.
Oh, we've got. Well, it was that one time that you played like a lot of it. It was like a whole verse.
I think somebody wanted that played the whole verse. Maybe. I think it was at the end of the show. I don't know. Anyways, it'll be.
No, it was at the beginning because I think it was the one that we were talking about, the Hurricane Harvey.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Played quite a bit of it.
So hello, people. There we go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do this for the first time. Hey, Addy.
I can do this. There you go.
So yeah, I mean, there's all kind of cool people in there. Addy, what's up? Gizzard's in there. Johnny 2419, who had a good comment the other day. I think.
Yeah, there's 20 people in here that I.
It's like
or Church. Austin Green. Bestie.
Massey's playing with fire.
Attitude, of course.
All right. Welcome.
Yeah,
everybody.
Been one of those days. Now, I do want to say this because if I don't say it now, I may forget it later. I'll try to remember it at the end of the show too. But the Plumes machine is taking a week off. Next week we're going to take the week off. So if you miss us that much, just roll back on one of the other bajillion hundreds of episodes that we've got and watch that one again.
Or do what I assume many people like myself will do, which is to type in the Facebook group, is there a show tonight? 7 exclamation marks.
Is there an episode of Plumes of Hazard tonight?
I just wanted to say that in case I forgot at the end or whatever, because I've got an anniversary. Well, it was actually we already passed it, but we're taking a little vacation this coming weekend, and I may not get home in time to do the show. So we figured we'll take a day off. We haven't had a night off in a while. When was the last one we canceled?
A while.
It's been a while.
It's been quite some time, yeah.
Wow, I feel like it's at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that's definitely like earlier on.
That's right. Attitude, happy Thanksgiving to you, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody else early, because we won't see you until after Thanksgiving.
Yay.
Right.
I'm going down to, I think we're going to go down to the hill country in South Central Texas. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of that. I'm sure there's going to be some antiquing involved and some maybe some bike trails.
What is antiquing a euphemism for?
Yeah. No,
it's when you get a handful of flour and smack someone in the face when they're sleeping.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah.
Now we're not. Neither of us are old enough.
That's called divorce.
For that to be an official euphemism. It's not an official euphemism yet. Now, in probably 40 years, I am totally going to use that for that euphemism. Absolutely, that's true. No, wife is into. Well, she's into a lot of things, but one of the things she likes to do is the whole shabby chic thing. So like she gets like the old window panes and with the old glass still in it and like draws shit on them and
I dig that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's fun because when she brings these things in, I can say, "Oh, you're bringing one more garbage," because that's what it looks like when she brings it in. But then she cleans it up and makes it look good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was really needing that Diet Coke. There are hills in Texas, Addie. The Germans, when they moved in, the Central Texas is kind of where they went because there's some hills down there. Now they're not mountains or anything. We call them hills because they're hills. They're not mountains, but it's really cool and it's really quite scenic down that way. Some nice drives. I wish I had my motorcycle down there because there's some nice curvy roads.
You know who does have a motorcycle?
Oh.
This guy.
Yeah, he does. He's got a freaking cool motorcycle.
The worst part is when he finally has a moment to ride it, it's like fucking 20 degrees out here.
Oh yeah, he got that right coming into the wrong season.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get a few days, I think, before.
Yeah, he got a little bit before they start putting salt down.
Festy says to set a U-Haul up that way. He's got lots of broken down old furniture.
I got all the table legs you need.
That's right. If you need a table leg, got you covered.
Scott Birch says, nice appearance on iOS. I don't know who you're talking to, me or Angsty, but we were actually both on this past Thursday. Was their 2-year anniversary episode.
Fucking nobody told me.
I'm sorry they asked one of two brown. They're like, we'll ask one brown guy, one white guy. I'm sorry.
See how it is.
Dude, they might have flipped a coin for us. I don't know.
The funny thing is, Massey, is I didn't tell you because when he asked me, he asked if you and Ahmed's schedule were open to it, and I said I'm not sure. And he said I'll reach out. At that point, the ball was out of my
timestamp.
Oh, you know what? Did you check your Mass Blast account? Maybe you got a message there.
God!
This is what my overlay said.
Shit.
What's that?
Your overlay said. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel like shit if I got a message from Craig. Nope. Oh, Craig doesn't even work there anymore. So what the fuck am I?
Craig's not on the show anymore.
He doesn't even go here.
He was in chat though.
Of course he was.
There's all kind of people up in there too.
Vaping Bogan was on with us when we were.
Yep, Sam was on, and Scott, I Get You 69 was on there.
Mm-hmm. It was nice. I like.
Tato popped on for a bit.
Oh shit! Really?
Who was that guy? James McAvoy was on with us.
Yeah. I think they're announcing their new fourth soon.
Aren't they down to 2?
Well, those guys, they have guest hosts on all the time. Like 1 to 2 of them are like the original hosts, and then at least 1 to 2 of them
then
are
Todd.
like, coming out.
And then Todd and someone else.
So yeah, they definitely. Well, they just handle scheduling a little bit different. Honestly, it might be easier on all of us if we started doing that more often.
Yeah. Todd's like their casual girlfriend.
Booty call.
Pretty much. It's like as close to girlfriend without the girlfriend tag. They're still casual, you know.
Yeah. What, did somebody get a first Narda?
Oh, yes, thank you. Yeah, I did have a good walk-off. Angsty had left, and it stayed on for a little while longer, and John Martin was muted. And, well, you know me.
Yeah. It's mute and bounce.
Pretty much. I was like a linebacker at the line. And I went in straight for the quarterback.
Oh,
John Martin.
Congratulations, Mr. B got his first Narda.
Good job.
Unmutes himself, and I muted him. And then I said, thank you for having me on. Peace out.
Right.
It was a good episode, though. It was, how long did they go for?
I'm not sure. I still had work to do, so I had to bounce up a little early.
Probably a little while they went for, so.
Well, they had a bunch of shit to give away, too.
Yeah, we used to do shit like that, you know?
We did. Back when we had more guests.
Your anniversary show wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, we made people give money to charity, though.
Yeah.
We just have higher standards over here. That's all it is.
Nobody. Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Hunt.
No, that was the only way we got people to donate shit was, yeah, we're giving it away off to charity.
We do need to we need to be better about getting guests. We used to be so good about that.
Yeah, now nobody wants to come on. Shit.
People like vaping.
Not even Mooch.
Even understudy doesn't even want to come on anymore.
Honestly, the number of
How bad we've gotten.
The level of guests that you've had, especially tonight, I really got to ask some questions about your decision making.
Especially tonight.
Yeah, especially tonight.
Hey, pipe down tool time.
Wait, I can't do it. Angsty, you had the good one.
Well,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I did just get a question in chat if I got my gloom back. I have not. I understand it's en route, but I have not received it yet. You know, the other thing that was supposed to be here today, like it was actually supposed to be here today, is my new iPhone.
Oh, hold on. Nasty.
Yeah, I'm trying. God damn it. Welcome, Mooch. Actually, speaking of that, this is perfect because I was looking for this image, and then all of a sudden Mooch popped into chat, and this is perfect. So now that I hope he's watching. But so super random video that I'm watching on YouTube and about Tesla and their batteries and stuff. Yeah. Tesla, the car maker. So I'm like, interesting video, you know. I go scroll through the comments. Well, about 6-7 months ago, I find this. Okay, we're going to zoom in here in just a second so we can see the whole thing. So basically, it says, can you read it, Angsty? Because I can't read it backwards.
Yeah, I sincerely wish you would come clean and give credit to Mooch regarding his analysis of batteries. You stole his data, turned off commenting when you realized the backlash that you
were going to get. And I assume you're trying to ride this out. It's quite ironic that you ride boosted skateboards. To boost means to steal. Perhaps not too ironic, as that is what you do.
What in the fuck?
The 3-level explanation there.
Yeah, that's a lot of bite coming from someone with flowers as their background picture.
Out of nowhere, you get a fucking Mooch message.
And 4 thumbs ups.
And 4 thumbs ups. The Mooch works in mysterious ways. I think he owes us an explanation in chat. But I mean, that was literally in a random video about Tesla batteries from Tesla that some other user put up. I don't know, man. You just now people are calling out Tesla for stealing your shit. Sounds to me like.
Speaking of Mooch news, I was watching AVE, and he definitely gave up another shout out. He was requesting some information about batteries in one of his the newer drill teardowns that he was doing, because he saw that they were, I think they were Samsung. I think they were Samsung 25Rs or whatever, but they had like in another wrap, and he could see writing underneath it. Anyway,
seriously,
yeah, Brandon. Look what Brandon's asking. Has he ever been on the show?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so. He's been on the Ideal Home show, and he's been on the Vaping Biker show. He's been on he's probably been on Vape and Fagan's show. He's probably What else? Am I forgetting anyone else?
He's been on JuiceMoochTasting.com show.
Where else has he been?
He's been in Phil's basement.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah,
That's
about it.
Oh, so, he grabbed China by the pussy.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Hot damn!
And he's like, "Yo, stop lying about your batteries."
Boom.
So when Massey showed us that earlier, I was like, "Now, I didn't know if he meant Tesla like Tesla, or if he meant Tesla like one of the e-cig companies." But he said Tesla, and I was like, Tesla. On. Tesla's they've got several mooches, surely.
Yeah, no, and I was looking through the comments to see if I could find who the hell this guy was talking to, but it wasn't in a reply or anything like that. It was like it was on the video that this guy had put up. So I have no idea, but Mooch has his army out there, and again, this was about 6-7 months. So,
would you have guessed, a year ago?
No.
That somebody who tests batteries would have such cult followings.
Nah. That's what happens.
The most dangerous man with the power supply.
That's what happens when you give it to China. So, hey, I mean, and now now the latest scare is the airline. Well, it was at an airport. I think it was down here actually. A TSA agent that runs up to the bag of, lipo or an 18650 blowing up in their pack, and it just it's people look at it, it starts catching on fire and smoking, and an agent comes and grabs it and runs it away, and then it was an e-cig battery. So
is that right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it actually was.
Probably a smoke alien.
If it was an lipo or anything like that. I thought it was one of those that we covered a few weeks ago of the puffing lipo batteries. So,
so guess who was like a top end platinum sponsor of Showcase when I was there?
Who's that?
It was Dot Mod.
No. Oh shit! Did you wear your Plume shirt? Did they fucking start throwing shit at you? Yeah.
They're gonna be like, well, who the fuck is that? They sound like a bunch.
I would have walked up to the booth and been like, Mass Blast 09? He called your shit out. They'd be like, oh yeah, Mr. MOSFET man.
He avoids warranties, mate.
Yeah, Mr. MOSFET man.
Rob Scale with no mention of EV shouting out Mooch again. Dude, I just said that.
That was literally 30 seconds. Well, no.
Well, that's true. We do have a longer buffer now.
We do?
Remember I increased our camera quality so it would actually look half decent, but that means there's a bigger lag.
And a boom.
Let's see how long it takes chat to see that or hear that.
When you hear that, say boom, 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 boom.
So we have a longer buffer now, huh?
Yeah, I bet. I think it's just like 20 seconds or something like that. It's not very long, but it's a few seconds.
I think it's less than that actually.
Well, it used to be. It used to be because we were sacrificing video quality for.
Okay, just now.
There you go.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that was a long time.
Yeah,
we had a conversation in between.
Wow.
I took a shit, man.
Did your dick hit the water?
Dick hit the water.
When I shit.
Oh man.
So speaking of Showcase, so last week I did forget to talk about Two things. So my bad. One, when I was at Craving Vapors thing, hanging out with Chad and John from Craving, a guy walks up and he was giving Chad he was giving him some coils. And since I was standing there, I think he felt bad for me. I don't think he knows who I am. But this is Coil Turd, which is a very funny name. But he had some aliens because we had just been talking about rebuilding something that Chad had. And this guy rolls up, and he's got these cool little guys here. And it's got the stats underneath there, little screw cap thingies. And it says Coil Turd, which is still funny. Every time I say it, it's funny because the word turd is funny. I don't know that any of these are going to really work for me. In fact, I should probably send at least one of these to Ahmed because this pair of aliens is right at 0.1. It's 0.09 to 0.11. I'm never
going to put them in the Kimmy. They're going to be like boom, 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 boom.
But this set, the pair is like 0.15. So these are really close. But he also gave me a stick, and these two sticks are, what does it say? Ohms per inch, pre-fire 0.08. So I think he said like 5 of these. I think he said like 5 wraps and 3 millimeters should be around 0.35 or so, which means
that's
in theory
okay.
I should be able to rock these on a Gloom or on a mech, on a MOSFET. So I may give that thing a whack. So thank you to Mr. Coil Turd. If for no other reason, I got to say your name several times, and it's funny. And then the other thing, I ran into a guy who's been watching the show for a while. His name is Joe Frazier. He also used to come by on the old ECR hangouts, and he flagged me down. I actually didn't recognize him because he had cut his beard all the way out.
Did he really?
It's trimmed up.
How'd you not get a picture of that? I saw Chadida cut his down.
He did. He did.
Like
but he works at a place called D&A Distribution, and he had seen that I had been testing the Swaron, this little Swaron thing, and so he sent over the Swaron drop. Sent over this little guy. Actually, he sent 2 of them. Let's probably send one to Ahmed or Masty, whichever one. In fact, I'll send one to both of you. I don't care. I probably won't. You still got the Swaron Air. But he sent those over, and then I didn't realize he was sending them, but he sent over a couple 25Rs. I haven't used a 25R in a while.
Yeah,
good.
So I've been rocking those, and he's also sent over a couple doo-doos.
Did you check the date on them to make sure they weren't old like mine? Fucking hell. I got people like send me messages on Reddit and on Facebook. They're like, well, you're rocking those old 25Rs. Because they fucking work.
No, so you know what you do? Side chat. That's what you do.
Well, I actually have. I did bust out. I
already put it in our YouTube chat.
Nice. That's exactly what Mooch does when he comes to a vape shop. So I've used the 25Rs. They work pretty well in the freehand, actually. I haven't used one in forever. The last time I used them, I had them in a. I don't even remember what I used them in.
They're my official Titan battery.
Yeah. I think I used them on a Titan that I had borrowed, but I used them in something else, and I don't remember what. Whatever it was, they used to work pretty well, and now they work pretty well in the single battery mode as well, which is cool.
Run.
So thank you to DNA Distribution. That was very kind of you to give me that stuff. I haven't tried the things. Obviously, those 2 are still in the wraps, but batteries work good.
Speaking of 25Rs, I haven't bought any in a while, and I'm kind of itching to because I forgot how they handle low ohms on single cell. And I'm running a 0.18 right now on my VTC 5A, the parallel 26 build. I feel like a 25R is going to handle like a lower build better. What do you think, Mooch?
I don't remember that curve.
Oh, yeah. And in 5 minutes from now, we'll get a reply from Mooch.
Yeah. Mooch is going to have to push up his glasses and be like, wow.
No, wow. Mooch, quick on that one.
He says nope.
Is he like in the next room from one of you guys?
So I wanted to name the show. What did we end up naming it?
Mama says you've
Go
got
ahead.
an enlarged Nardula oblongata. No, Squonkata.
Okay. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to paste in chat the 2017 CASA sponsored annual survey. So if you get a chance to, there it is in chat. What? Okay, I can't post it, Anxie, so here, have at it. But
You logged in the wrong account.
No, I'm logged in. And I can, but for some reason it won't let me. It's not gonna let me post the link. I don't know. Whatever. You try.
I actually took that this morning.
Anyways,
oh, weird. It's grayed out. You're
so right. I'm not sure if you know what's going on with the link, but the link works. But anyways, this is the 2017 updated version from CASA. It's got some of the responses from people have been saying, this is one of the more interesting surveys I've done regarding e-cigs. Looking forward to the results. Another person saying I enjoyed participating in the survey and liked how detailed they went into it. So some were difficult to answer. Some saying, they asked about the last purchase device and stuff like that. So
that was one of the problems is they asked what the last thing that you bought was, and they gave like a starter kit, a pod system, a box mod, or a tank.
Yeah, they basically
a fucking dripper. That's the last thing I bought. Anyway.
Well, that and they said they left off mechanical and tube mods.
Yeah.
So
nobody cares about those.
No. Yeah. And there's and like somebody else said, it's a decent one, but it's only referencing tanks instead of including RDAs, RDTAs, etc. But there was an option for DIY liquids. So,
yes.
But there you go. So Anxie, were you able to post it?
I was not. It bummed out for me too. I'm looking now in the settings. I don't see.
I wonder if I can take the HTTPS off of it.
I tried that. Didn't work. I took the protocol completely.
Huh. Okay. So basically, it's SurveyMonkey, and here we'll just do this. So it's surveymonkey.com/r and then /vape survey ECI 17. So if you take that link right there and just remove the spaces around the slashes, I think that's why it's wigging out. You can take the survey there. So because I don't see any other way to pull that up. But anyways, it'll be interesting to see what the results on these are. And it's produced by eSig Intelligence, and supported by CASA. So there you go.
Right. So I took it. It is a there's a lot of data in there, and it's not personally identifiable or anything, so nobody worry about that. Yep. There's only one thing at the very end to put in an email address if you want the results to be emailed to you, and they make it clear that they're not going to use it to spam you or anything. The only thing it's going to be used to is to send that one results.
Yep.
It was quite detailed. It only took about 5 minutes or something to go through it.
Yeah. So, check it out. A lot of positive, replies about the survey. So there you go.
Right on.
Get that out there before I forgot.
So I did I was bored the other night. Wife was away teaching a class on her essential oils thing. So I was kind of by my lonesome, and I needed to rewick a couple atomizers and rebuild one. So I went live in the Facebook group, and I got to talk to some folks, which is really cool. One of the people that were there, and I'll be damned if I remember his name. I'm really sorry. I don't recall who asked, but they asked me to talk. Oh, wait, fuck. We haven't talked about what we're vaping yet.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute. Fu, what are you vaping on, man?
You know what I'm vaping on.
Well, I don't know if it's the Limo or if it's the Tonkin Squonkies.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Hold on, let me click on you. Oh, you've been doing work.
Yeah, the farewell, the Grateful Dead farewell tour is coming to a close. So yeah, that's this one on the Titan Proto Squonk on the Droga, and I got the Limo with the Narda with Mastia.
Mm. Me?
Mm-hmm.
As per usual, I've got the Limelight Freehand. Inside there is that that delicious concoction I was telling you about because I'm still trying to stretch my last couple of mils of rail crackers. So I'm cutting it with Bigglesworth Homeward that I got at the show, which is really yummy. Narda, Bellcap, Omen Tip, and we of course got Pillbox Rail 4. Inside of here is Abolishment. So delicious. Omen Tip on top, and the Exoset is the Addy in there. And last but not least, I'm also still using the the Fluid Momentum and the Squape E Motion. And inside here is another thing I picked up at there. At the thing is Sunshine. I didn't talk about this one last week because I hadn't tried it yet, and I've been running it in here over the last couple of days, and it's quite good. It's by Mayhem? I always forget. Mayhem Vapor Company, and these are the guys that are down in San Antonio, I believe, and they're the ones that made that apple butter, which I thought was pretty good. But this is a mixture of their
Cantaloupe
fruit jungle juice. It's a mixture of jungle juice and Coil Vapes. This one, it's like a fruity custard kind of action.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty interesting. It's light. Not and it's pretty fruity. I think it's good. And I definitely just unscrewed my top cap. I didn't mean to do. There we go. Back on it. So those are the three things I got going on. Master, you done vaping today? What did you vape today?
I was vaping on mi Squonkata, and I had limeade and a bedding in there on the Mulciber. Delicioso.
Kyle Cena.
Okay. I got a bolt with no cigar on the Soul S Addy.
Oh shit!
Good stuff. And my tried and true, the Jewel, with this weird little thing that goes along with it.
Have you had the mango pods, by the way?
I have not, but seriously, like the gas station that I get my stuff from got in, I don't know, 7-8 boxes of them, gone within a week. People are nuts about these mango pods. But when I'm going for that, I'm not going for flavor. I'm going like, give me the menthol. That's all I'm looking for.
Whatever they call it. Mix the menthol and the mango, I would.
I want to try them out, but like the Jewel pods aren't cheap. I don't know if I'm gonna drop 20 on,
I bought some 12 milligram Abolishment and refilled some Jewel pods way back.
I tried doing that with some 12 milligram. Get pissed. It's a little thick, I think, right?
Abolishment worked all right.
Yeah, that work all right. I never have good luck with refilling these pods.
Yeah, I usually go slow.
It's probably the key.
First pod, Jason Arthur Sands Hunt says mangoes are top seller these days. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from a few other shops I know that sell it. They're good. The first one I had was the creme brulee one, which apparently is like the least selling one. They're not. I wouldn't say they're disgusting. They're okay. But yeah,
that's I think my least favorite one out of all of them.
So speaking of pods, have we? I don't remember. Have we talked about this little guy yet?
We have not talked about that little guy yet.
I've seen that.
All right. So this is the Aspire Gusto Mini. And as you can see, it's got it's got a pod and cartridge, and they're using the chapstick for size there, so you could see. But I thought it was kind of interesting. I'm sure that they're going for the, I guess, the regulations coming up, and single pod device with the cartridge on the bottom. So, but don't mind the angsty sized drip tip on the top there.
The angsty sized drip tip.
Everything bigger in Texas.
Didn't you have one like that? I thought you had one like that.
Oh, yeah, I did have one like that.
You fucker. Don't try to mess my joke up.
You know how long ago that was? I didn't even remember.
That was a long time ago. I remember in your video you had something that looked like it that you had.
Yeah.
So
that was my first 30-second review.
I remember.
You're welcome.
Wait,
so
Lasty.
What you got? There you go, bitch. Angsty size. Boom. That tip on that mod, it would be about the same size as the mod.
Hold on, here we go. Ready?
Yeah, make your squape even taller.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's like the size of my squape.
Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good.
So the Gusto Mini is it's kind of weird. It's set at 17 watts output. Okay.
That's pretty high.
And well, the pods are 1.5 ohm resistance. They're saying that the lack of adjustable settings may turn off some vapors. The person doing the kind of review for it said both the vapor production and flavor are better than the iStick Nautilus Mini that he's been using for a while. This was just some guy 2121 on Reddit. Some people were saying 1.5 and 17 watts is a solid combo. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to check this out. It's only $30, so
that's not bad.
$30. Some people are saying, well, something closer to 12 watts at 1.6 ohm is a little bit better. So some people are asking what coils they use. How's the flavor, all that. The person said the coil is built into the pod. I'm guessing they're proprietary coils, specified design for the pods. Flavor and vape production is an improvement over his Nautilus Mini, and it's a quality low-end vape. And then they ask, is there any way to refill the pods? And yes, a syringe and a push pin will make it done in a cinch. The hole is really tiny, so it'll be messy if you go with a dropper. So,
it's designed then for refilling then, as opposed to like having to work around that?
I think he's having to actually pierce to be able to fill in. And let's see if I can. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Let me pull up my my other screen here. All right, so let's see if we zoom in. Yeah, I'm wondering if he's talking about
basket up there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's talking about that part right up there.
Yeah, looks like it.
Like right.
Yeah,
pull
right
off
there.
And fill. That's not too bad.
Yeah, so it looks like this little thing right there.
And then you have to run the option.
Yeah. So, I screwed it up. So kind of interesting device from Espaya. Again, that's a Gusto Mini.
Lasty, Festy wants to know if you can change the tip.
Yeah, that was a separate tip the person put on it. That
was choice. Okay.
Yeah, that was choice. That was Anksy's choice that night.
We could use this as a visual representation of human error.
There you go. So the pod capacity, it looks like it's at 4.2 mil. They can be refilled, like the guy said. But he's on his third fill, I think, and he's saying, that the coil's still kind of alive. So, he said he cleaned out the one that he was using with water, but there's probably a better sanitary way of doing it. Which, yeah, using Everclear. Or
Louis asking why there's a Halo logo on it. Is it because it's a Halo pod?
I believe so. So with a Halo juice.
Giz, I did not like the boulder. No, it was terrible.
Me,
I won't say terrible. It was interesting. I liked the built-in full-size USB. I thought that was pretty convenient and cool. I liked how it came apart and you could refill it. That was pretty cool. I hated the draw, and I don't think it did a good enough job. Oh, I also like the button, like the big clicky button.
it was a nice button. Everything on paper looked like, even in hand, looked like this is going to be good.
Yeah.
I never got that thing to properly wick.
No, it didn't, and I think the fact that it's because the draw was wrong. The draw to me was super loose for a mouth.
Very loose. Yeah, very loose.
And it didn't. I don't think it drew enough liquid in because it got dry on me real quick.
I think it was using silica wick too.
Okay, so I found the Aspire site, and it's pretty neat. It looks like they're marketing as the enclosed tank system. And it's got a 900 mAh LiPo battery, and I'm going to pull up another image of them. So there's another image. 900 mAh battery, 1.5 ohm resistance, 70 millimeters high,
Got a little window.
22 inches thick. Yeah, and it's got a little window on it, and 47 millimeters fat. So there's the specs on it there, and last but not least, the front with all the button. So pretty simple. So
I like how it's pointing out something you can't see with the e-juice window.
Yeah, e-juice window is around that way somewhere.
it goes and drives around the other side.
Yeah.
So it does say make sure that the pod is held upright and allow the coil to sit for 5 minutes to saturate that coil. So it says it's got an auto cutoff, short circuit protection, over discharge protection, overcharge protection, overheat protection, and so the TPD version is a 2 mil version, and the normal capacity is 4.2. So
Oddly good to get on it.
Yeah, mid airflow. So it's it's probably using one of the Aspire cartridges in center, and organic cotton. So there you go.
You know what the body looks like there with the way you put in the new pod and everything? It's like a little mini Zero almost. You got a C. Slide off.
Yeah. By the way, I am running that on now on my dripper.
Stop.
And look, just with a few drags, look, the liquid
disgusting.
Stop it, Ron. Stop.
Sucking it up in there.
Stop. So there you go. That is the Aspire Gusto Mini. And that was the Halo branded juice one. I don't think they list the juice manufacturers that are coming in the pods so far. So
are those available now?
I'm not sure. I'm going to put it in side chat here.
I feel like they're not very new. I feel like I saw those a while back.
Well, I don't know. People were asking if they were going to do a review on it, but
question in chat: can you change the coil, or do you just replace the pod?
The whole pod is replaced.
I would imagine it would be. I mean, some of those things you can replace the coil, but it's a pain in the dick unless you want to be soldering non-res wire and stuff.
Fuck that.
No.
Yeah. No.
Okay,
No.
so Halo actually has them. The first September 14th is when the review went up. So,
those have been out for a while then.
Yeah,
I feel like it.
And, it looks like their HTTPS certificate has not been renewed on the Halo site, so we're not going to go there.
So Niji said replacing pods constantly seems like a kind of a waste, and it is. I mean, those things are there to do a very specific thing, and that's high nic vaping. So you're doing very low volume of e-liquid. I mean, many of us are running 3 milligram these days, right? You're running 25 to 50 in those things.
If you're running 3 milligram, you're wasting your money.
So there it is. There it is an Origin.
That's what it is.
They're out of stock.
Got it.
But they're out of stock there. But they're $30, so not bad still.
I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, dude, it's tiny. I mean, look at one of those pictures a guy has in his hand, and they're pretty fucking small.
Even next to the what do you call it? The chapstick there. And that's pretty tiny.
Oh, look, Masty, it lets you put an Origin vape link in, but it wouldn't let you put the Survey Monkey one in, huh?
Yeah, no, and I put the Aspire site in there too. So I don't know what was up with the other one.
Wow,
so, anyways,
really is, of course, it's going in one of those little bags. But yeah, that thing is tiny.
Yeah, here's a better picture of it in somebody's hand. Now again, this guy might have fucking big ass monkey hands, but let's see. Oh, I wasn't able to grab the picture, so let's see if I can save that. All right. Somebody needs to go fucking wipe. That's what they need to do.
While we're on Origin, babe, can we see if they got any of those tanks in stock? The one that used the little computer chip there. What was it? The ceramic thing? I don't even remember the name of it.
Oh yeah, those $100 ceramic things.
Those have got to be on discount, like 15 for a baker's dozen.
For a while.
There you go, Anksy. There's a picture.
That is really tiny. It is very tiny.
It's adorable.
There's an awful lot of emoji going on in chat right now. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. You're freaking me out over there.
So I had a piece of non-vape mail thing come in.
Ooh.
Oh, so we're not going to talk about it then.
I'll be damned if I forgot the box in my bathroom.
Oh, I guess we are.
Use it. So if you've been on the internet for longer than 5 minutes, you probably remember way back in the day there was this upstart company come out called Dollar Shave Club.
Oh yeah.
And they've been doing a really good job marketing. If you're somebody that likes podcasts and a lot of YouTube channels, they do a lot of sponsorships online.
They really do, yeah.
Which is smart. I mean, they started their advertisement or whatever totally was a viral thing because it was really funny. I don't even remember when that was. That had to be in the 2010 or something. It was early. Anyway, I finally just decided to try it a while back, and you may have noticed I had a lot of people comment on the hairiness of my face last week.
Wow,
and that's because I didn't shave for a few days because I was going to try out the Dollar Shave.
Sell out.
Well, I was doing it for a reason. I was doing it to test them. So I am here to tell you that A, we're not sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. Fine. And B, I officially do not like the razor, the executive razor, as much as I like my Gillette Fusion with the little vibrating handle. That's the most amazing shave I've had. Well, really ever. It's even nicer to use than my my double-edged safety razor. Don't like it. It's okay. It's not bad. It's hefty, which is nice, and the price is obviously good. But I really like my Gillette. Now that said, the shave butter, I did try the shave butter out, which is their shaving cream. That did seem like it worked pretty well. But it's so my wife, by the way, gave them a stamp of approval because they use like all this natural ingredient shit, still a lot of chemicals. Cool.
Berries, yes.
But so my thing is when you lather it on, it doesn't lather, it's a cream. So when you get it worked in, it's really nice and slick until it's not. It's got this point where it's now rinsed away, and it's got like this almost like rubbery feeling that it puts on your skin. It's really weird, but it's not bad, and the price is great. So the shave cream's okay. I actually kind of liked the aftershave lotion though. That worked pretty well. I enjoyed that. And that didn't have that rubbery thing because obviously it's a moisturizer thing or whatever.
So have the blades actually gotten cheaper, like their commercial says, made in America, now cheaper?
Well, I don't know. I don't remember. So I never bought them before.
Not Dollar Shave Club, the Gillette ones.
Oh, the Gillette ones. I have
Yeah,
no idea.
Gillette.
I buy them at Costco in like the giant sheet thing that you get with like a million.
Yeah, yeah. Gillette's been saying, because most of the time you had to, take out a loan or go through TSA to get. It's one or the other. Like if you go to CVS or Walgreens or something, they have them in a, super duper. They have them in the vault. You can't just.
You gotta
bring the little
come out,
front.
turn keys.
Yeah.
No,
around here they don't even have them on the shelf. You just bring the little ticket up.
Yep.
And they'll get it for you. But anyways, they're above $20 or something like that. So I mean, I don't know. It's been years since I.
Yeah, dude, they're freaking expensive, and even like Dollar Shave Club has gotten more. Well, still cheaper, but it's gotten more expensive over the last few years. So people I know who are early adopters of them have been ordering the blades directly from whoever they get them from.
Wherever they get them from, yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
But
I forget the name of the company, but I'm sure
the blades are pretty reasonable though. If you like the shave, I feel like they're like $5 or something.
Apparently, they're even cheaper to cheap. It's enough to order them direct from China.
Well, I'm sure, but at the same time, it's like $1 versus like $4 or $5, whatever the Gillette ones are.
I don't know if I had to shave every day.
Yeah.
my I'd probably go through a blade in fucking 2 days.
Well, that's why I like the Gillette things, because even when the blades are, and it's totally counterintuitive, but when the blades are such that if you didn't have the little motor, it would hurt. With the blades on it, it still glides. Like you can use the shit. I can use the shit out of those blades.
I went back to using when I still shaved. I think I shaved like probably 2 days a week.
I just saw your lower third.
There you go. I was waiting for it.
I used like the Fusion for a while.
Yeah.
But that shit was fucking up my skin. It was terrible, like bumps. So the blade I went back to using that made my skin less hellish was Sensor XL.
Is that right?
So
the 2-blade one, yeah.
So I saw Duro posting in there, and he sent me a PM with how Duro shaves. There we go.
That's about right.
That's Duro shaving there. There you go.
So Duro, maybe you missed it just a minute ago. What I just said was those blades give me about as good a shave as I get with my double-edged safety razor, because I do have one and I do enjoy it. But the double-edged safety razor does a shit job on my head. My face, it works great. So I would often, when I have time to use the DE, I'll shave my head in the shower and then get out and shave my face with a double edge. That's what I like to do because it does work really well in my face. But your head is curved, and DE blades do not do well in curves. It takes longer, and it's not as close. Well, it's not as close. It's too close in places. I don't enjoy using a DE on my head.
Nair? No. Don't
Nair. I was gonna say.
Nair. Wait a minute. You saw Giz's his picture that I took with him. He doesn't use Nair. He dyes his beard purple.
There you go.
Did you see that, Kyle, last week?
What's that?
Did you see the picture that I took with Giz last week?
I think I did. You pop it. Where was it?
I'm gonna bring it back up.
Oh, let's see it. Yeah.
Anxie, have you seen that video of that shaving helmet that shaves your head automatically?
Oh, Floby?
No, you haven't seen it?
Goes on. Is that where the just?
It's with the helmet. It's like a helmet that's got a built-in.
It's an auto bowl cut.
Here you go.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's right.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in Nair.
Yeah, there's no Nair going on there. Yeah, bad advice, Skizzy.
Sensor Excel, huh? Hey, bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Duro uses buzz clippers for the head. Yeah, totally. But I do like a DE razor for my face.
The only time now, like once in a while, I may use a blade on my face, or when I get my hair cut, my barber will do the edges of my beard. But yeah, my skin is like fucking the greatest since I stopped using a blade consistently. Amazing.
Yeah, I used to think that I had somewhat sensitive skin, but people have told me that they can't. Like you have told me that they can't use the razor that I use. So maybe I don't. Maybe I have old grizzled skin or something. I don't know.
It's just certain areas of my face because the hair grows in so fucking ridiculous. And I don't know if you can tell, but this shit is coarse.
Sure. Well, it's beard hair. It's coarse.
Well, yeah, it's just like this part of my neck here because this is the side of my face where the hair grows in weird. So to the point where like my beard might look shorter on one side sometimes, depending on how my hair just wants to stay.
One of the things I never liked about the Gillette razors was whatever that fucking gel strip they had on the end was. Because that shit left like boogers on your fucking skin.
Yeah, yeah. You had to dry that shit off when you were done using it.
I don't ever have a problem with that. Now, something that I do that may help, or if somebody else is using, I always shave in the shower anyway, right? Because everything gets all, softened up like when you're in the shower. When I rinse out the blades, I do it facing me, like so the blades are facing me, and that gel strip is facing me, so that way it doesn't get like pounded with hot water and it rinses it away. Because that's the thing that makes you think that you need to buy another razor, right? So that helps wash it out, but yet not ruin that little gel thing. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, that doesn't work with the Dollar Shave Club. That's one of the things I didn't like about it. When I flipped that around and went to go, rinse it out, there's so much like framework and shit in the back of it. It doesn't rinse out well. You have to face it in to rinse it out, which I didn't like. It's one of the negatives. Anyway, it was a good kit. It was reasonably priced, I thought, and I didn't particularly care for the razor, but I do like the price if you wanted to save some bucks.
Last, where's the cash register sound effect?
Yeah, seriously.
No, you're asking where I get those blades. I get them at Costco. When you buy them at Costco, they don't have them locked up. But the reason they don't have them locked up is because they're on this like 1 foot by 2 foot board. Where you can't
here's your 4x8 sheet of razors.
And it's like $60. It's expensive, but you do get a lot of razors.
Yeah. So apparently,
we both use them, by the way, and that's why we buy them there, because we're both using them anyway, so we save some money.
Yeah. So apparently, 7 elementary schools in Indonesia were caught enjoying the vape from a modified light bulb socket.
What the fuck?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So a number of elementary school students.
It's better than them doing this.
In Malang, East Java, were found to be inhaling a kind of electric cigarette or vape together. Uniquely, the 7 students are using a modified light bulb socket as a replacement tool for the electronic cigarette. The homemade electric cigarette was given cotton and dropped in the vapor, apple pie liquid, before it was burned and smoked. Head of public relations said that they found the 7 children vaping this. The officers confiscated the tool and immediately provided coaching for them. Coaching probably means they took the fucking sticks out and whipped them with them.
Yeah, there was a cane.
They conducted a seizure of the evidence in the form of a bottle of apple pie e-liquid that had Dick Hang written all over it.
Oh, yeah.
No, just whatever. 2 pieces of light bulbs and some cotton. And the children admitted the device belonged to one of the students with the initials RCS in grade 5, who was 11. And they enjoyed it with their friends after school. So officers came to the parents' house with the students to improve supervision of their children. So the parents got whooped with the fucking stick, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I find it funny that they said enjoyed it after school. Like,
yeah,
after school
caught
special.
using it after school. No, they enjoyed it after school, with a cup of coffee. It was
Yeah, I hooked up some test leads to the light bulb. I put 240 volts into it on a filament build.
for a nice, relaxing.
You see TF Cooks, Ahmed? That's peddling.
Yeah.
But then you can also do builds on CFLs.
Yeah.
Put the cotton
Dude,
in the CFLs, it's already fucking, the coil's already wrapped for you, bro.
LEDs all day, bro. PWM.
Tell me I have a CFL bulb sitting around 1 second.
So.
No, seriously, like this. How is the kid who figured this shit out not going to go into electrical engineering?
Right. Or how is he not going to die by fucking vaping cotton? Yeah. Well, you know what it is? I think all these kids subscribe to the Mooch updates, and Mooch literally has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 or 6 bench test results that go something like grotesquely overrated, ridiculously overrated, shamefully overrated. So we have the shamefully overrated Vape Cell Purple 20 amp 4800 mAh 21700, which is just another Samsung 48G rewrap. You have the ridiculously overrated Basin, however the fuck you want to say it, 30 amp 4000 mAh 21700, just an average 20 amp battery. And last but not least, the grotesquely overrated Coil Art 40 amp 4000 mAh 21700, rated at came out to a poor 20 amp performer. The only one which had an accurately rated was a Vape Cell Gold 30 amp 3200 mAh 2700, and basically it's the same as the Sanyo NCR 2700A rewrap. So
where does Lightbulb fall on that list, Mooch?
Lightbulb falls under "you're an idiot" rating.
Yeah, there's not even. Well, forget the verbose adjectives. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
How many ohm would you have to wrap to get 110 to be something reasonable for wattage?
Ridiculous.
I don't know. Wrap like a 6 ohm coil,
I'd have to do the math.
like 37 wraps of 24 gauge or something, or no, like 16 gauge wire.
So also, once again, a day after our show aired, Evolve Vapor decided that they wanted to not only kill one meme, but 2 memes with one stone.
I can't believe it. I forgot to admit it. Good job. Thank you for remembering.
Sure. Obviously, you guys know about them having eScribe for the Mac. Well, now they also have eScribe for Linux. The eScribe Suite beta thread is right in chat, and you can find that under the forum.evolvevapor.com in the topics that I just put in chat. They still have some issues that they're working through, and but you know, it's there. You can download it and give it a whirl. So you know, you figured, I mean, if they're going to have it for the Mac, they might as well, you know, change a few things and have it for Linux. So, so there you go. Check it out. There are some people that were very happy about having eScribe. So, you know, I got to give it to Evolve. They've stepped up their game and finally getting some of these, you know, eScribe versions out. So, and the Linux official beta was the icing on the cake, and that was posted by none other than King Elf Taco Scatbarge.
None other than King Taco Scatbarge.
I know it's easy to confuse with a lot of other people, but
I think that's an alt. I think that's an alt for you know, for one of our friends, but you know, we'll leave it at that.
Oh,
also
the other ones.
Huh?
The other meme.
The other meme? Yeah, that other meme.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, so much for me not having one single fucking piece of news to talk about tonight. I did see a post a few days ago, and you're going to see these. You know, you see them all the time. By the way, the Halo eSig site, stay away from that shit. My Untangled wigged out when I went to that too. So, all kinds of weird shit coming up. But Nick Vape, there was a few people posting saying,
"Wait, no, the other meme from Evolve."
What?
The other thing that they put to rest.
Ooh.
The one that Ahmed should be really happy about.
I guess, but I don't really use the DNA 200 anymore.
I'll give you the satisfaction. Go ahead.
That's what they changed.
What?
Go ahead.
I farted. That's what I did.
Go ahead, Hanks.
Canthal boost.
Yay!
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, they finally put Canthal boost on the DNA 200.
Nice.
I mean, I have to assume it's on the 250 and the 133 and the 75C, and I assume it's on everything.
I don't know that part, actually. That is a good question. Mast?
I haven't updated mine. I don't know.
Is the Canthal boost on everything or just the DNA 200 250?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. I'll update my thing.
So,
see what happens.
So, to get back to actual vaping news, Nick Vape apparently had their credit cards compromised. A user by the name of Drink More Code More said he received this notice in the mail from Capital One, but he hasn't received any notification from Nick Vape, which is concerning. If you shopped at Nick Vape between April 3rd and June 7th of this year, or had your credit card stored there, you might want to get on it, because he received a message in the mail from Capital One saying, hey, dear customer of Nick Vape, here's what happened. We discovered malicious code on some of the sites that the server hosts. The code is designed to allow fraudsters to obtain customer payment information. Tisk, 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 keeping all that stuff on one machine. And so, they're notified Visa and MasterCard and working with authorities, and you got to basically monitor your credit. So basically, this was Capital One saying, we shut your shit down so nothing happens to it. So this isn't one of those, oh, yeah, I went to this website and my shit got stolen, even though I used it at the hooker bar last night. So, this is official. So if you've gone and purchased anything at Nick Vape, you might want to take a look. Again, those dates were from April 13th to June 7th. And that's all I got. I'm going to shut up now.
But Canthal boost.
Canthal boost.
I'm updating and I'm patching my firmware right now on my 75C on my Mac.
All right.
Which is so
all right. On your Mac while you're running Linux.
I read that in a book.
All right, now I'm looking for it. Here, hold on.
You know who would be happy about the Canthal boost? Bigglesworth. He's a DNA 200 guy.
Yeah. Share screen. Yeah. Desktop 1. All right, here we go.
Oh, shit.
Manually vaping. Profile number 1's just wattage. Punch. Boom.
Oh, God.
You can turn it to 11.
You can turn it to 11. That is fantastic.
Nice little joke in there.
That is so good. Right there. That's too cool.
Festution said, so Evolve catches up with die codes from 3 years ago. Yeah, kind of like Apple catching up with...
well, here's the thing. Where are all the Dakotas mods? Where are all the Dakotas mods, though?
I was thinking of this. Well, another one that no longer is around.
Rip.
But...
Oh, rip.
We should play the sad trombone. Damn it. Where is it?
Wait, we have to tweet the Tebow for Provari.
Seriously. Here you go.
I missed hearing that so much. That's how you do a harmony.
I kind of regret the fact that I didn't pick up, because I assumed they had a fire sale or whatever. I kind of regret not picking up one of those 60 watt.
Same
of those
me
guys.
Too. So much, because they did. They had a pretty good sale right at the end, I think, and I would have picked up a
radius.
Few of them. That said, I barely use my radius.
Yeah, mine's been over there forever. Yeah, Cody says, "Where's all the star plats?" I thought that board was really interesting because I had a mod with it in there. I don't know, a year or two ago.
That's true though. Whatever came of them?
Yeah, I don't know. It's it's like this Russian board. It's hard to make sure you get the English version, and it's not very clear.
You had it in the star plat was in that one that was kind of like the side by side, right?
Yeah. It was a really nice mod, but it was kind of weird to hold and fire. Like it had a top button, it was a little wonk.
Starplat sounds like a credit card company.
It does,
like a credit merchant,
or like the BIOS on a motherboard.
Yep.
I remember. I haven't been running Mac too long to forget all these things.
I have American Megatrends, I believe.
Oh, they're on the V2 now, according to Louis.
TF Cooks, from Russia, the Hypno Stick. That's the one.
Hypno Stick, that was it.
I couldn't remember the name. Mm. Speaking of things that are made somewhere else, we did get a piece of vape mail today. Fu and I did anyway. Did Massey? Did you check your mail?
I did.
I don't think either of us are ready to talk about it yet, though.
No, but we can. You want to show yours off?
I can, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see what the hell this thing looks like.
So, Anakin put out this thing, and to be honest, I didn't think it was. I don't think it was publicized enough. I thought they needed a little more hype about it because I was somebody mentioned it, and I was able to find it on by Googling for it. It was a post on Anakin's sub on Reddit by Anakin George, but I hadn't heard anything else about it. It wasn't until a Plumes viewer asked us about it, so we pinged our dude and asked him, hey, when's this thing coming out? We want to buy one, and he freaking sent us one. So it's called the Lift.
Yeah, that is exactly what it does.
It's exactly what it does. So it's a thing that goes on a non-squonking mod, and it's got a tank and air holes somewhere, and then on top, look at all those ceiling, all the
looks
ceiling.
like an avocado with no deck.
You put a squonking addy on top of it, and now you've got, a large atomizer, but what you have is a squonking atomizer with its own tank that you can run on a non-squonk mod, which I think is really interesting.
You can put that in the Expo stick.
I can put it in the Expo stick.
Good luck getting it out when you unscrew that top.
Yeah.
And then you only end up unscrewing the atomizer.
You've got basically like a cup way down there, just full of juice.
So now do you have to push wick down almost like it's a...
Nope. So what it does is as you draw here, it pulls air in through your, depending on how restricted you've got this thing there, it pulls liquid up into your squonk addy. So it's like when you drag, it's like squonking automatically.
How would you push wick down through most of these addies anyway? That wouldn't be possible. So
What?
Just relies on suction then.
Yeah. It just relies on a little negative pressure to draw liquid
Here's
up
the
from
thing,
the tank.
though.
I'm into this.
I made this joke before we went live. Has Anakin made a tank that doesn't suck?
But you know what the big thing for me was with the Anakin tanks was, the coils that they had with it. Cotton, wicking issues, stuff like that. This removes all of that. Now it's just...
Well, yeah, a girl can dream.
Now, exactly. I've got my fingers crossed here.
My fingers are absolutely crossed.
I don't know. And yes, Addy, this is the Aura RDA. This is the one I mentioned last week that DJ LSB kindly gifted me, which is cool. I have not built it yet, but since it's 24 millimeters, I thought it might look good on here. So there it is. So I'm planning on giving this thing a little whack and roll.
You know what you need to do then? You need to put your Beyond Vape tip on there.
Oh, God.
And that's going to be a fuck shit stack.
That would be
freaking flip by itself.
Is it 24 millimeter diameter?
Yeah. Oh, what, the Anakin thing?
Yeah.
I think visually it looks like it might be 25.
Because that's a thick one right there.
Yeah. Well,
Three
check out the old calipers. Figure it out.
If you put a Narda on that, now you've got, as much as I thought the Narbo was cool.
I would be Nardified.
But now you'd have something it's not Narda-like, it is just a Narda if it works properly.
Oh,
That'd
my
be pretty
finely
cool.
calibrated eyes have confirmed that it's 25 millimeters.
Oh, there you go. Down to the millimeter. Well done.
Thank you.
Down to the calibration.
They're at least as accurate as some Chinese shitty calipers. Can't talk about it very much because I haven't used it yet. I think it's a really neat idea, and to be honest, I think it's really cool because that means when my Titan Eclipse comes home, that means I'll be able to squonk on it, which is cool.
Oh, I just had I could throw that on my JMFD. No, 25 millimeter. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no good there.
That's cute.
No good there. So Scott Rudney says, don't suck too hard. That's true, but it does have adjustable airflow. It's got 3 different sizes of air. So in theory, depending on how thick your liquid is and or how hard you suck, you should be able to modify this to
This is really weird.
like appropriately. What?
So this is not a product intended for Josh Wilson.
No, I think he would flood the bejesus out of it.
He would have
that man. He's got a draw. So, there's that. Definitely intend on planning to give that a whack. Maybe I'll try one of those coil turd coils in that thing and run it on something. Maybe I have to break out a DNA 200 and to be able to power that thing. Is this a DNA 200? We'll find out here shortly. Up. Nope, that's a 75. This one, here's the 250. All right. So I've got a 250. So I got something that'll run it.
There you go.
A boom.
Yeah. Okay, just do what else did I get? I did get sporked. It's right there. I assume that's what you're referring to, right there.
Yeah, that's going to turn into like a shrine.
It
That corner. The
it
Diet
kind of
Coke
already
light.
is.
You have the Diet Coke light. You have the spork. You have the blue screwdriver necklace. Do I need to give you like a lock of my hair to put there too?
Yeah, we're just one pint of blood away from this being a thing, you know?
We have a
Here's some
question in
doo-doo.
chat. Scott Runyon asks, how much juice does it hold? I am not sure, and it does not say on the label.
For 25 millimeter, and because it just has that little chimney in there, I'm going to say it holds a decent amount.
Yeah, surely. And don't call me Shirley, but I that has to hold 4 mil.
Bodily gooch. Get on it.
Yeah. That's true. I suppose that is my job. Anyway, when I have some time, I will get that built, and I do want to build the aura wherever it went there. That's why it's sitting here. That's why it's not anywhere else. It's right here because I need to use it. This is my testing pile.
I'm curious to see how
Pile of
that does, that other Sauron thing.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I remember that I have a high-powered mod somewhere.
And it comes with a little nice, neat little Addy base.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
That's cool.
And it was kind of upside down in there, too, which I thought was weird.
Yes.
Hey,
Does the juice go back down or will it overflow?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think you should find out the hard way. I'd imagine it goes back down.
I would imagine it doesn't. It probably stays up because the pressure would equalize. When you stop drawing on it, the pressure...
Yeah.
Now, granted, gravity might take it back down, but not much.
You don't have the suction of the bottle or anything like
Well,
that.
we'll see, because theoretically it could go back down. It's a matter of practice and if it actually does.
Yeah. I suppose you could blow back down in the...
That's just going to
Just
shoot
suck it out
juice out everywhere
Just be
on
like,
the side.
You have to close. You have to hold your airflow on your Addy.
Yeah. I could talk about this if you'd like.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do have that thing
Yes.
to talk about. I was about to close down the show. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Oh, for all of you who are ready to go. Sorry. So, if you are like me and you enjoy using the Jewel, whether part-time or as I do it, very lazily, nonstop, and at a hefty price tag, this might be an accessory for you. I don't know who the hell makes it, but Vape Art does have it. I remember they had it in stock. I picked this up from a local place near me. What it is a sort of like, if you remember the blue e-cigs, they had the little charging pack, and a lot of other ones have had that too.
They call it the PCC, the personal charging
Case or something like that. Well, that's what it is for this. You can fit a Jewel, got a little screen there showing your battery life, and then you can hold 2 other pods. And considering how much I use it, I used to make sure I had the little charger around with me all the time, but this is it's been pretty useful. It charges the Jewel up from dead, I think, about 4 times. It's not a lot of battery life. 1200 mAh, it says.
Yeah,
And
but it doesn't take much to charge that thing back to the Jewel.
it's like that's like
No.
what, a 200 mAh battery in the Jewel.
Yeah, it's something tiny. I'll say this though, this thing takes a while to charge for some reason, and I have no idea why.
It probably has a shit current or
a quarter amp charging board or something.
Yeah, it's got to be real low. But it's been pretty useful, and the fact that it carries around 2 extra pods, it's like having an actual pack with you. And you don't, it's slim enough to fit in one pocket or even alongside your phone, and you don't have to worry about your jewel being loose and maybe falling out or keeping it in like your Zippo pocket or anything like that. But I've been getting a lot of use out of it. One thing though is, you tuck it in your bra.
I had it when my jewels fall out.
And the cops are coming, and it's always a problem.
There's just sirens and anger. But it's not cheap for considering the price range of the jewel and everything like that. I think it was like $40-$45, something around there. And if you order it online and you factor in shipping, I mean, at that point you could even buy another jewel kit. So
if you're a hardcore jeweler, though, it'd come in handy, right? Because I know people that carry 2 of them around.
For me, I'd rather have one of these around with 2 extra pods in it and the ability to keep charging, as opposed to a second jewel. That's just me, though.
Does it have a little magnety thing to kind of keep it in place?
I assume so, because the charging little whatever you call it's on the bottom of the jewel, the dock are magnetized too. Like all the time, set it on a computer or something like that.
Right.
So copying whatever the base design was from the charger, whatever's in there, it does hold it in. Like I can hold it upside down and not have anything come out. Now, if I shake it, one of the pods will fall out.
Yeah, they're probably just friction fit.
Yeah, they're just friction fit. One of them more so than the other. One of them's a little loose.
Better than a light bulb, says Rob Jones.
That's true. It is better than a light bulb. Costs you a lot more than a light bulb, though.
What are you running? Jewel pods? Are you just running the jewel pods stock?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually tried a third-party brand. I think they're called like Zip or something like that. Mm-hmm. But one of the things about the stock jewel pods for me is that if there's ever any wicking issues or you get a bubble that's trapped under the wick or something like that, the actual case of the jewel pod is flexible enough where you can kind of like squeeze it or shake it or something like that, and it's no problem.
Yep.
The third-party pods, they're a hard plastic, and I would have wicking issues and couldn't get anything.
I didn't even realize that there was third-party pods.
Yeah, there's people who are making them. They're a little bit longer though. They don't fit. The ones that I used weren't great.
How the fuck did they get that wrong?
I don't know.
You've got one job.
You know what? It's like the fucking 510. I swear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what the thing was too? They were only like $5 cheaper. I mean, it's a marginal savings at best.
Yeah, and it doesn't vape like the real thing.
I didn't even get through one of them.
Therefore, not worth, in my opinion.
Exactly.
I was talking about refilling, by the way. I was just talking about refilling with like Mr. Salty or whatever.
Oh yeah. I've done that a couple times. There's this one mixed salt liquid that I've been using a lot recently that I like. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it's got this terrible name, Chill Fam. I can't remember who makes it.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Have you thrown yourself off a bridge for vaping that?
Yeah, I mean I've tried multiple times, but the way
you should chill, fam.
Maybe they got the measurements wrong because they have calipers from China.
They're just all eyeballing it. Yeah, it looks close enough.
Hannafin's asking what the name of that PCC again?
Oh, so that was the thing. I don't remember the company, but it's called the Jili PCC, Jili. I don't know if that's something. It had this horrible, like almost like a McDonald's yellow U smile thing here on the front. I scratched the shit off. I could not look at that anymore. It looked like a toy. Mm-hmm. But as far as refilling it, so I tried that. It was a 50-50, really nice menthol. I've tried Mr. Salty in there. I get one of two problems. Either on one end, it just won't wick, or on the other, it'll flood, which is kind of a weird problem to have. And I think it's probably user error on my part, but getting that gasket to seat right after refilling it, I don't know if I'm doing that wrong.
Yeah. I think some people have. You were talking about how it's flexible. I think you have to get it in there right, and then you have to give a little burp or whatever. Like I've heard people say these things.
And then usually what I'll do is I'll turn it and blow out to make sure I don't have any excess in there too. It's still after a little bit, just I can't get it right. Other people though seem to be pretty successful with it.
Yeah, I did okay with it until my fucking jewel died, so I haven't really jacked with it in a long time.
Yeah,
I need to get that back out. I was talking to somebody.
Is it your family?
Gosh, now I don't remember who it was at Showcase, and they joked with me a little bit that I couldn't get it working again. They're like, yeah, that happens all the time. You have to like get it, and like you have to clean the shit out of the contacts, and you have to like tap it, and like get it, do a little special dance and throw some magic chicken bones or something at it.
I mean, you can even where the contacts are, you can push on that, and it'll take the bottom part out. And sometimes if there's juice in there or something like that, you can clean it up a little bit. But the way I've had it, if a jewel is done, nothing I do brings it back to life. This is my third one now, I believe.
Mm-hmm. But the thing that get me is it's not cheap. The damn things are like $60 each or something.
On their website, I think you can get what they call an express kit, which is just the battery and a charger for like $30.
Oh shit, is that right?
Because that's half the price when you buy the full kit in the store, is that you get like the 4 pods too.
I got pods coming out of my nose because Spencer cleaned out a couple gas stations that were having fire sales on them.
Oh no shit!
They were like $1 for a 4-pack.
Get the fuck out of here! That is
I've got like 10 of the damn packets in here. I just don't use them because my fucking jewel died.
Son of a bitch! Well, there you go. You can go get yourself an express kit now.
Right.
Be so.
Yeah, you're damn right. Ones you don't want. That's all I got.
That's the one, in my opinion.
That's the one. That's the one that tastes the best when you put a Bossman on top of it. All right. I think that about does it for us this week. Thank you very much for everybody coming out. Master, you got something for us to go out on or no?
I don't. I've actually just spent some time fixing this little guy up for one of our users.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
All we had to do is fix the 510, and that's it. So years and years. Yeah, years and years of usage, and still looking very nice on the inside.
Oh, look! I'm setting my emulsifier on mine.
I told you, Massey, that I need some help with this guy, right?
Yeah,
that's why I haven't used it in a long time. Could I ask you to go ahead and pre-order a couple of batteries?
I love how Kyle smiles.
Yeah, because yep.
Oh, you may have mentioned put the Squonk tank on there, and then
I should put the Squonk tank on here. Holy shit! What a good idea.
Boom. You don't know.
Boom.
You don't know.
Look at that. So then that'll be a Squonk thing on top. That's the best idea.
It's pretty good on there too.
I have some good ideas sometimes.
Yeah, you do. So yeah, Masty, order some batteries for me, and I'll send this over.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Please. It's been a long time since I had this guy on cam.
It has been a while.
So, no, you can't have one.
So I don't have anything to.
Even after all this time, you're right. You still can't have one.
Yeah.
I can't even have one because it's broken. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. You guys rock. You're why we do all this stuff. We love it. Join us again, not next week. Oh, I remembered.
Yes, good job. You remembered.
Join us again, not next week, but the week after that. And we will be back here talking vape shit with you guys. Well, another vape shit too. And shaving products, possibly.
You got to have the shaving products.
Yeah, boy.
Boom.
Peace out, homies.
Later, boys.
Turn it up a little.
Boom. Perspiration. Man's got perspiration. Perspiration. Man's got perspiration. Guard them hoes. Not like guard them hoes. Let them know. Take my thoughts.